Hey book lovers, I want to talk to you today about teaching your child to read. So these books and activity books are geared for your preschool students, your early elementary school students that are just learning to read or maybe have already learned and are just trying to increase their reading level skills. The first set I want to share with you today is the My First Reading Library set. I cannot recommend this set enough. There are 50 books inside, 50 paperback books. It is $79.99, so $1.30 or so a book. And these books are, this set is set up to help a parent or caregiver teach a child to read. And so the first book in this series here is going to start out with 8 of the most simple sounds in the English language. It's going to start out with those easier phonemes for children to learn. And the child will only be reading and sounds that are being taught in that book. What I love about the first 7 books, well really it's like 14 because there's 2 in each level, is that it's shared reading. And so on the left hand side is where the parent or caregiver can read, and then at the bottom is where the child will read. And then at the back of each book there are puzzles and comprehension questions and different tools to help them just go over what they learned in the book with answers as well. So this is an amazing tool for parents and caregivers to teach their children to read. So again, the first 7 levels, there's 2 books in each of the first 7 levels, and then when you move on to 8 and beyond, the shared reading does go away, but if that's a little too intimidating, then you can, sorry, I had to get out here, then the child can read one side and the parent can read the other, and so there's lots of ways to use it. But by the 8th level, the child should have learned all of the the sounds in the English language, which is amazing. And then they should be ready for independent reading at that point. Once they've mastered level 1, then you should move on to 2, 3, and so on and so forth. And then really the rest of the series from 8 on, this orange and this some of the green, then all the orange and the purple is just going to just increase in complexity and just helping that child to continue their knowledge and becoming more confident in their reading skills. Some other books I wanted to share are our phonics books. I cannot recommend these enough. We have so many in our series, but these paperback books are $6.99, which are a great deal. But what I recommend is one of our combined volumes. We have 3 phonics book combined volumes. My favorite is Ted and Friends because it comes with a CD, and so those are great for new readers. And our combined volumes are hardback books that have several phonics stories inside. And so these are great rhyming books for your little ones. They even have little flaps. And a lot of these storybooks actually have a little duck hidden on every page, which is really fun, especially if you have maybe some younger readers reading along with maybe an older brother or sister that's learning to read. So I love our phonics books. Any of our dual readers are incredible for young readers, or just for young ones in general for you to read. I love our dual readers because there's 2 sets to the story. There's a shorter version at the top and then a little bit longer, more complex at the bottom. So if you need a shorter story, you can read just the top, or a longer, you can read the bottom, or newer readers can read the top to younger brothers and sisters. This one is also illustrated by Stephen Cartwright, so it has a little hidden duck on every page. We also have a fairy tales one, a Bible stories, and this one comes with a CD. So it is so pretty, and it comes with a CD that we'll read along. And then one of my very favorites of our dual readers, is the complete book of Farmyard Tales. And this one has a CD as well. And there are several stories inside. This one's illustrated by Stephen Cartwright as well, so there's a little hidden duck on every page, which is so fun to find. But lots of fun stories inside. This is a great book to read with your new readers, or just your young ones for sweet story time. We do have some young reader, like smaller books. This one's a hardback book and only $6.99, but we just came out with our Read with Usborne leveled readers. There's 4 levels in the Read with Usborne series, and they are paperback books, great for new readers. Again, levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're only $3.99 each. And so I love those, but I wanted to show you an example of kind of what one would look like. This one's hardback, but the Read with Usborne are paperback, only $3.99, and great for your new readers. I love any of our White Clean books for early readers for learning their letters and sounds. Parents can work with them with so many things when they're using the White Clean books. I also like these White Clean first card. The first words cards. On each card, they're double-sided. It has some room for the child to copy the word, and you can go over how to sound that out with them. So I love these ones. And then also any of our listen and learn books, we have a few of these in different languages. This one is very loved in my house. You're about to see how loved it is. But there are, it says that it has over 120 words. There's a little envelope on this side with different cards inside, and they're double-sided. So this one's clothes and food, and you just slip it in here, and then you press go. And then, so this really helps the child to hear the word and see a picture of it and then see it spelled out as well. So I love these. We also have them in Spanish and French, and so those are so cool. And then once children are feeling more confident in their reading skills, we have some amazing beginner chapter books as well for those brand new readers. Billy B and Hey Jack are great first chapter books because they're short. They're fun to read, and they just give children so much confidence, and there's quite a few in each of these series. You can even get them in collections with a cute backpack that comes with them. So these are my favorites for children learning to read. Thanks.